Alright guys, hello, welcome back to Battle Stations Pacific. I'm Captain Skim. Today we are going to continue with the US campaign. So last time we done the Battle of the Eastern Solomons and the Battle of Cape Esperance. But today, the Battle of Santa Cruz. Wonder if Santa goes on cruises? Probably not. This is basically just kill enemy carriers, don't let them kill our things.
The enemy's determination has not wavered. Shortly after Cape Esperance, they carried out repeated nighttime bombardments of Henderson Field, destroying the aircraft stationed there. This, combined with the recent loss of USS Wasp and the Saratoga being out of action, has left a big gap in our defenses. The enemy is planning a major ground assault at Guadalcanal, with the combined fleet assisting from truck. The US Navy is moving as many forces as possible to the area. Although our fleet is smaller, we'll do all we can to disrupt their plans.
So USS Wasp and Saratoga have been lost pretty much. It was probably a British person was like, fucking hell, a giant wasp, and killed it. Because wasps in Britain are like vicious. Everyone's like, oh no, hornets are worse, hornets are worse. No, not in Britain. I will gladly let a hornet come near me in Britain. Wasp, nope. It's like, you just try and shoot it out of the sky, because wasps are horrible, horrible, horrible animals. Okay, so today we've got on our side the Yorktown, a South Dakota class, an 3 Atlanta class, and 30 Dauntless dive bombers. I also have a Northampton or a Clemson, which I can upgrade to an Alnem Sumner or a Fletcher. I can get an Atlanta class. The ASW Fletcher. Don't know if the submarines, so I don't think I'll need that. And that has dual 5s rather than single 5s. Carries 9.8 inches. Yeah, I'm probably better with an Alnem Sumner than anything else. So let's take that. I can't remember this mission. This is one of the few missions in this game I don't remember. 13 days after my birthday. Obviously, I wasn't born in this year, but you know.
Right now, Hornet and Enterprise are the only 2 operational carriers we have in the Pacific. It's not a good situation to be in.
We've got an enemy carrier in sight. Subsector 298 to 314 degrees. Scout bombers taking off to check coordinates.
I wondered how the best way, because usually you're supposed to use planes to do this. But I'm
It doesn't matter how good our AA guns are.
tempted to just race a destroyer in there.
First line of defense. A good cap system should stop the enemy even seeing the target, let alone being close enough to release the payload.
Henderson Field is ours. Green, white, green. That's the Army's victory signal. So now, we shall annihilate the enemy. Enterprise, this is...
But being an old game, the animations on this are quite nice. Like, the water's very nice, which I suppose is quite important in a naval game. Oh, here comes some battles.
Incoming.
Battle stations!
Nah, what's the name of the game? But, yeah, let's talk about the battle, actually. It was produced by Aichi. I think that's how you spell that. It's spelled A-I-C-H-I, Aichi.
Enemy air forces
I'm not great with Japanese words. We've got some cape there as well. Yeah, as a basically to rival the Dauntless, it was to do the same thing as what the Dauntless was meant to do. But it was based, if I remember rightly, fairly closely on the Zero platform. So it actually allowed it to be an amazing turn fighter. Once, obviously, its payload had been dropped. You don't want to try and dogfight and something which has bombs in it.
The old lady's got a new lease of life since she refitted back at Pearl.
The Bofors are very effective, sir. You can never have too much AA cover.
Oh, stall. Yeah, it was built upon like a similar design as the Zero, so it was quite lightweight. Had barely any armor. Japanese don't like armor apparently. And although it only had the two 7.62 machine guns, which is what the Zero had, also that had the I want to say Type 99 20mm cannon as well. These had just the 7.62s, which really don't pack a punch at all, especially against heavily armored things like this Wildcat. But just like its sheer turning ability meant that if needs be, and a carrier's out for a long time and lost quite a lot of planes, it could actually launch D3As as its sort of carrier support, as its combat air patrol. And against sort of lighter fighters, they could generally hold their own. You also had the bonus of having the rear gunner. Oh, there's Kingfisher doing his work. Come on, Dauntless or go Avengers. Avengers probably better. Can I take a ship? Probably not.
I've been considering the merits of anvil attacks, First Lieutenant.
Yes, sir. They say the torpedo bombers guarantee a hit with the anvil technique.
They say a lot of things, son.
You don't agree?
You need a lot of coordination to carry out a successful anvil attack. 2 sets of planes, one each side of the enemy, dropping at 45 degrees off the bow at the same time. Hard to do, and harder to do under sustained AA fire.
I sure would like to see it, though.
Yeah, I won't be trying an anvil attack because the AI isn't great, so getting them just to the other side of the ship without getting shot down is quite difficult. It seems to be like AI from my side aren't that great, AI for the enemy are like perfect. But yeah, back to the D3A. The D3A, I think it served the entirety of the war. Like, I know most Jap planes did because they didn't really deviate much when it came to models. I mean, look how long the A6 series went on. But I think it eventually got replaced by the B7A2, which I don't know its code name. Whereas the Christ on the bike. What did the Kate get replaced by? I want to say the Kate got replaced by the Judy. I think it was the Judy. Which I also can't remember the name of. The like actual production model number. If I'm honest, I don't actually like Japanese planes that much. I see the merits of being really maneuverable, but just I'd rather have armor. There is no thing where you wouldn't have armor. Oh, that's gonna be like 3 hits right there. Destroyer, flight destroyer. like a... I know like a P-47 is a bit overkill because it's like the heaviest thing, heaviest and most expensive single seat fighter made in the war, like single engine single seat fighter made in the war. But like that is an absolute tank to fly. If I remember right, like P-47s, there was a guy, no know his name off the top of my head because I never do. He was basically like the Jay Zima of P-47s. He got into a bit of a scrap over France, as most of them do on bomber escort, because the P-47 could only pretty much go to France. It was a terrible fuel. I think I've just been hit by something as well. Yeah, I had a terrible fuel tank, really small. But he got into a bit of a fight, and his plane got critically damaged, like to the point he could barely fly it. He himself got wounded. His two Germans pulled in on his wings. Instead of shooting him down, it was like he signalled he'd surrender and like land at their airfield. He got, I think it was about 200 meters away from the runway, had his flaps down, his gear down, absolutely everything. And oh, I'm gonna be shot down if I'm not careful. And right at the last minute, just like pulled up and started blasting at their air guns. And like, bear in mind, it's been hit a lot by like cannon rounds, machine gun rounds, some flak. Like I can't remember how to do this. His plane was in like a really bad way. It don't know. There we go.
They're attacking with everything they have.
Yeah, his plane was in like a really bad way. It wasn't really in a flyable condition, and neither was he. He was that wounded. But yeah, he managed to shoot, I think it was 2 AA guns or something like that. They blew up. Obviously the entire base like erupted in confusion because this plane was supposed to be badly damaged, not like combat capable. I think one of the Germans got hit by AA fire, I want to say. And this guy just like fired up his the big radio that the P-47 has, I think it's a Twin Wasp, and just flew off. And because of the chaos that had like happened, because the air guns had exploded and all the flak had started going up, he got away, and I'm pretty sure he got back to England as well. And it's just like, there was another one, if you watch, there's a program on was on the military channel called Dogfights, and it's just like, it is just stories of dogfights, but they're all like CG reenacted, pretty good show. There's one on that of a P-47 like it's stuck in a wheel of it was like 20 109s, and he had to keep diving for airspeed, obviously because P-47 is really heavy, it doesn't carry speed all that well, and then had to go into like an amazingly steep climb, like spiral climb, so they couldn't shoot at him. Ooh, South Dakota. Oh yeah.
Enemy cruisers incoming.
Yeah, they couldn't really shoot at him because if they did, they risked hitting their own planes. Then it took him, it was something like 7 or 8 goes, but he did get out of the wheel just because the P-47 is such like a beast of a plane. Or as Krebs calls it, the Thunderbolt. I was watching Krebs' P-47 video this morning. I don't actually like the P-47 all that much in War Thunder. It's just too heavy for me. Like, the P-39 is about the right mix for me. Oh hey, I'm shooting a TACO, take that TACO. I was watching Blue Steel not too long ago, so get to shoot TACO in the face, it's quite funny. This is why ships are better than planes sometimes. Like in this game, ships are just way better than planes, I think.
Incoming. Thinking fast. We've lost one of our squadrons, sir.
Stop turning, stop turning. Oh, torn over there as well. You're in gun range? You are. Where is Zilzal?
Hornet's task force splitting to launch dual attack. Acknowledged, Hornet. Good work.
Sir, we're under attack.
I know that last like little thing about the planes had nothing to do with this gameplay, but yeah. I've also been reading about well, not so much reading. It's like if you follow us on Twitter, you'll know I'm a huge fan of Porte, or Porte, however the fuck you want to say it. I'm not quite sure how you say it, but I'm a giant fan of that. It's the one with where all the guns are girls. Well, all the guns are people, because Springfield and Garand are male, but yeah. And there's so many guns not featured in the series, obviously because they can't give every single gun in existence a character. That would just be ridiculous. But there's some interesting ones I'd quite like to see. The first is, obviously they have Sega shows up later on. I'd really like to see a pump action shotgun, maybe like a Mossberg 590, a Remington 870. Obviously 870 is one of the most like well-known shotguns. Yeah, the 870 is one of the most well-known and mass-produced shotguns. And it's just like, had Sega, they talk about pump-action shotguns, but they never actually used any US pump-action shotguns in the show. Same with, I wonder where they fit into the school. Because to me, you can't put them, obviously, in an SMG class, because a shotgun has way more stopping power than an SMG does in close. Like, the shell's just much bigger. You can't really put them in assault rifle class, because they use, obviously, a shell, not
Enemy aircraft incoming.
a normal conventional bullet. Ooh, why don't... Northampton, what are you doing? Sorry. Northampton's fucked, I think. This could be bad.
Intercept was successful. Down.
Yeah, they can't fit into assault rifle or the battle rifle class though, because they don't use conventional bullets, they use shells. The only thing I can think is like they have their own sort of class
Taking fire.
or like group, but I don't know where that'd fit in. Unless it's like, because obviously it does preschool and like high school and college. Unless it was like elementary school with shotguns.
Blown them out of the sky, sir.
I assume the
Engine power is out. We're on fire. Multiple locations. Destroyers USS Morris and USS Russell are alongside to help firefighting.
so
We're
that's,
out of action long term. Do you think you can be towed to safety? Unlikely, sir. The Japanese could be all over us any minute. Evacuate, Hornet. We've got no choice but to scuttle her. Is that an order, sir? Do as I said. Evacuate, Hornet.
oh, well, Hornet's down. Even though it's not Hornet over
Enemy
there.
air forces are inbound.
Oh no, it has decided. Oh, Northampton is there as well.
USS Hornet has been evacuated, sir.
That was the quickest fucking evacuation ever.
We nailed them, sir. We're coming under enemy fire.
Titanic evacuated that quick, no one would have been killed. Fucking hell. Quick, kill chicken and rice. FEO has torpedoes and is going... Is he dead in the water or is he going backwards? Either way, I don't like what he's doing. I think he's dead in the water. It's hard to tell when I'm moving and the ship in front of it is moving.
Enemy squadron destroyed, sir.
But I think I've just effectively double killed.
She's sinking.
Oh no, he is going backwards.
Intercept was successful.
There we go.
Bogies are down. We've taken out an enemy vessel.
I'm genuinely surprised like no torpedoes have like hit my ship yet.
Sir, she's going to the bottom.
Got an Eagle Eye badge, which is pointless, I don't care. Russell, sink that.
She's going down.
Did a guy just jump off the end of that ship? I'm sure a guy just like ran and jumped off the end of
Hornet is sunk.
the carrier deck.
How we had no choice. But mark my words, the Japanese will pay for this.
Enemy aircraft incoming.
I'm sure it... There was like a little thing ran and jumped off the end of the deck. Oh my god. Are the Avengers flying combat air patrol? What the hell? No, this carrier fleet's got to be up here somewhere. Grab. One wildcat. Thank you, over there. That was pretty funny if he did. There it is. See, this is why I love battleships, because obviously when this guy comes into visual range, whatever that'll be.
Enemy squadron destroyed, sir.
Not quite there yet. Some flack up for these guys.
Sir, we have sighted an enemy vessel. Sir, we have an enemy carrier in sight.
An enemy battleship formation has been located, sir.
We can't let those dreadnoughts get anywhere near us. Reverse our course.
Those battleships are really strong. It would take a heroic effort to sink even one of them. Not for USS South Dakota. Oh. Right, Dakota. Fuck them up. Today, we don't have... We got San Diego. What are you guys doing? Russell and Morris. You tag along. Oh, it's Congo. Don't like Congo. What else is there? Hai and Haruna. Oh, great, so I've got Congo and Haruna. Oh, all these Blue Steel references. Oh, not Anderson. That's Duncan's friend. Stop it. Stop the shooting.
We nailed them, sir. Intercept was successful. Bogies
I'm not
are
full
down.
throttle.
The
Go, go, go,
Americans
go,
have
go.
hit Zuiho. Stand by for status report.
Christ, I'm bike, I'm trying to dodge shells. It's like playing Dodge of the Rain.
Enemy aircraft incoming.
Play into them. It'll do fuck all but play into them. Oh, I don't have tops. You! Need to be you. Need to be Anderson. Anderson! Mr. Anderson.
We got him. Enemy
Spam
squadron is
torpedoes.
down. Enemy air forces are inbound.
I'm hoping this works.
Enemy squadron destroyed, sir.
That's quite a big torpedo bracket right there. You can actually kill battleships with, like, going gun to gun with destroyers, but it's so difficult to do, I'm not even going to try. And Zuhoi's almost down anyway. Stop it, Arena. Get hit with torpedoes. Ah, it's okay, South Dakota wiped out Zuhoi. Or Zyhor, whatever that was called.
The loss of Hornet was a serious blow. We currently have only one operational carrier in the Pacific. We were forced to retreat, but with 2 carriers destroyed, the Japanese had to give up their further operations. It's a tactical victory for them, but in the long run, the strategic advantage is clearly with us.
That's what a loser says. It's like, oh yeah, we lost our carrier, but we didn't actually lose. I'm like, well, you did, you lost a carrier. That's a pretty important thing. But that was the Battle of Santa Cruz. Next time we'll be having the defense of Henderson Field, and probably just that. This, I can't wait to do the second Battle of Guadalcanal. It's such a good mission. The event, like literally, I played the entire campaign just for that mission because it's so fucking good. But anyway, I've been Captain Skim. My cat, she meows at me, so I must go because I have work. Tara.